Okay, guys, things are officially about to get absolutely insane. We got double Dragon Collar, which is going to create prowess for our other dragon and for our Narset. We're going to get free spells again off of the Narset. We could steal from the opponent here, which actually, you know what? I think I just might do that. Go ahead and give me your free Shelter by Ghost. I'm going to go ahead and take your Challenger here and gain a boatload more life. Oh, this is disgusting, man. This is so good. Narset meets dragons, and let me tell you guys, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Narset is one of my favorite cards from the past that we played, and you know, we got a brand new card that I haven't played yet, and let me tell you, they mix beautifully. So if you guys don't know Narset yet, Narset is a card that has prowess, but it also builds in prowess into all of your creatures, which is pretty sweet. I tend to forget that a lot in today's video, but this card right here is awesome because when it attacks, you can actually play a spell that you already put into the graveyard or cast, you know, and it's in the graveyard sitting there. You can actually pull an instant or sorcery out of the graveyard, cast it for free based on its mana. So Narset's power, let's say it's 5, you can cast anything for 4 or less. Again, a lesson I learned a little bit in the hard way in this video, of course. And then we have Rite of the Dragon Caller. This card right here, it spits out dragons. It's an enchantment. Basically every single instant or sorcery spell you play, you're spitting out dragons, which is really, really cool. And it synergizes extremely well because those dragons are going to have prowess. Now, another new card that I haven't played yet myself is Heroic Reinforcements. This card gives everything haste, which is awesome. It's a sorcery spell which triggers both our dragons and our Narset, and it's going to create you know, a couple of soldiers here which are also going to have prowess, and it's a really good card for us to just recast from the graveyard after we've used it with Narset. And then the rest of the build is very much a control deck, just trying to stay alive and give you tools that you can use not only once but twice. So we've got a for removal, like let's say if we had like a Get Lost, right? You can blow something up, but if you attack him with Narset later, you might not necessarily have something to blow up. So I wanted to make sure all of our things could do something most of the time if there's nothing on the field too. We got Lightning Helix, burns the opponent or a creature. We can, you know, draw cards with Chart the Course or Third Path. We got Ill-Timed Explosion to draw cards or sweep. And then these two cards are our answers, right, to those hard, you know, hard to deal with things on the board. They both answer pretty much everything. You can bounce any permanent they have, you can bounce any permanent and, you know, they can recast it. Super fun deck though, guys. Pretty darn good too for what it was. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think you guys will as well. We're going to get into it now, but we'll hopefully see you guys back here at the end. Enjoy the dragons. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Narset and we got dragons today. Can you ask for much more than that? Hand looks pretty good. I'll take it. Let's see if we can put something into the graveyard here. No, it's a land. We need that. We need that. We got Gari doing some surveilling of their own here. They like the card they saw on top as well. Gari mid-range. Okay, so we do have creatures. I do think I'll blow that up. That might have been a little hasty decision, but I think that's okay. I have a sweeper too, which is really nice. If they're going elves, it could be a really just elves dependent, like just full on elves deck. And the sweeper is going to be good, but it looks like they're using their graveyard again. Definitely not elves. Okay. Just using the elf to ramp. All right. I may want to use the ill-timed explosion just to draw some cards here. That way we can hit a land drop, making sure we get to our Rite of the Dragon Caller sooner. All right. I really, really hope this opponent's not running Terra Sunders. That could be really bad for us. All right, let's start with this. Find me my final land that I need here. Okay, no land. I think I can drop one of these, right? I mean, that's a little greedy to keep all of those, you would think. They're really wanting to ramp here into things like Voltborn Tyrant. Should I just bounce that back to their hand to slow them down a little bit here? Make them use that mana again to cast it? Basically, it's like a 2 mana difference here, whether to bounce that or not, because if I let that slide, they've got 4 or 5 mana. I bounce that, they have to use 1 mana to recast it, and it has Summoning Sickness. Now they've only got the 4 out of the 6. Seems good. All right, I really need a land here. Come on, give me that land. One time for your boy. One time for your boy. Land. Let's go. We got it. Okay. Got the Dragon Caller. I just know if I would have played Narset there, it's almost for sure going to get taken out. They've got removal spells, obviously. They're Gari after all. All right, so I can exile that to have them recast later. Which I might just do here. Let's go ahead and cast this. Okay. And then... does this, when it says it enters or when it casts? Whenever a creature you control power 4 enters. Okay, so let's force them into playing a spell first, and then we'll bounce the Vaultborn so it can't get recast, because they shouldn't have enough mana, you would think. Okay, I figured that would happen. That's not too much of a surprise. All right, perfect. We'll exile you to be recast. I'll get a dragon. If you want to send your 4/4 into my 5/5 dragon, have at it. Have at it. Another kill spell. Okay, surely. But that's okay. They come in tap now, so the cottage cannot attack. We're just looking for spells. Ooh, another one. All right, let's just do a little rinse repeat action here. Little rinse repeat. Let's see if they're willing to spend all that mana on the Vaultborn or not. I kind of hope they do. Okay, or zombify another one. That's fine too. That's okay. Zombifying Vaultborns in this deck. That's kind of a crazy little combo, huh? Do we let them attack? I think we do. But then again, I could gain prowess on this. That goes to 4/5, not enough. Yeah, let them attack actually, and then it'll attack into my 5/5 dragon. That'll work. That'll work. Let's go. Soul Partition. Dragon Caller goes off for 5. 5/5 dragon. Okay. That's a pretty good card. We take you out, and that's GG's. Let's go, dude. The opponent didn't want to play anymore, which is kind of surprising, really. I mean, I get it. I am going to be attacking in with Narset next turn, which is going to start pulling some things back from the graveyard for me. I was probably going to, if I hit a, instant or sorcery spell, I could have gotten a bigger spell, but probably just another Soul Partition or Chart the Course, to be honest. That was a great game. Great game. All right, we got the opponent going first. Hand looks spicy. I don't think I can keep it. I just don't think it's possible here for me. All right, let's go and throw back one of these. That's not a good start. Not a good start. Oh yeah, definitely not a good start. I've got a lot of life gain in this deck though. Hopefully we find like a lightning helix here. That's a life gain tool, so we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Mono red, of course, gets to go first every time. It's wild. Wild. Are we pumping it? They are pumping it. If it's a burn spell to the face, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. A burn spell right to the noggin. Nothing we can do yet. Just gotta hang on. Hopefully the union of the third path gets us back into this game and we can ill-timed explosion the field here. More pump mechanics here. Okay. Sure, I mean, unload the hand, I guess, right? Just get your whole hand out of here. Are we sacking the Scamp? Probably not. Lightning Helix is clutch. Okay, good stuff. Land is good. Land is very good. This is also good because they don't have a mouse on the field yet. Okay, they think they have us cornered here, but we've got a little surprise for them. A little life gain here. Do they sacrifice the Scamp? They do not. Okay. Ooh, that is so tempting. But I do have to blow up the field here. Blow up the field here. Draw 2. Oh, man. It's a lot of lands. It's a lot of pain lands, too. All right. Do what we got to do here. Do what you got to do. 1 damage to me. I've got the Lightning Helix and Union. I couldn't ask for 2 better cards here in this situation. Nice. think I'm just gonna do the union of the third path here to instant speed. So they drew into a pump spell. You almost guarantee that that's a pump spell there. All right, let's do this. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay, game. That makes sense. Sure. Sure. Okay, good. They drew land too. They're struggling as bad as we are. Let's get rid of some of these lands. Actually crazy. This game seems to be up to snuff here. I mean, the shuffler is just doing its thing on both of us at the moment. That's huge. All right, that should be the game. I'm gonna throw this Soul Partition to the graveyard because it's something we can reanimate later with Narset. It's funny to say reanimate when you're talking about instant sorcery spells, but that's exactly what we're doing. And the opponent loses going first as a mono red player. You hate to see it. I mean, they drew a lot of lands. I get it. If you would have seen my hand, I mean, we were equally as in a bad place. If we would have drawn a couple of spells, it would have been a fair game if you drawn some spells, but Shuffler had other plans. All right, they got us going second again with a very expensive hand again. Gosh, man, I don't think we can keep it. We need at least a couple of 2-mana interactive pieces here going second, you would think. All right, perfect. That's actually incredible. Let's go. That is the hand you want to start with going second. That one right there. Let's see if it pays dividends. It sure is going to, it seems like. We've got a pretty aggressive player, it looks like. A hero, okay. Are we doing ethereal armor? Or are we saving? Oh, you're not gonna save your Why did they attack there? I thought they were gonna save some mana open there for the rescue, but they got a little bit greedy there and said no thank you. Man, I'd love to play against another player like we did in the first game, you know, going first with like you know, a mid-range type player that allows us to kind of build something up. But when you play these aggressive style lists, the reason I don't like playing against these aggressive players, especially going second, is even if you answer their threats, like if we blow up the board here with ill-timed explosion, there's a pretty decent chance they just concede and then there's really nothing else to do. So I'm hoping that we get a bit more of a game here pretty soon. Monstrous Rage, very nice. That's gonna hurt because even if we sweep the board now, we're in a lot of trouble. I don't think we can overcome the damage we're about to take here because, again, if I blow up the board, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I mean, I have to take 9 here. Oof, that's not ideal. Not ideal. Thank goodness for those dragon callers too, because you know, being 6 power for my ill-timed explosion. We're in trouble though, man. Ooh, hold on, we might be okay. Oh man, taking damage to play this. So we need blue, red, and then white. Okay, so we take 1 damage to play this. I don't think they have anything with haste. They could though. It could be the 2-mana mouse with haste. I'm not too worried about that though. I'm not too worried about that because it can't attack through the Narset. Obviously, they can pump it. Oh my god, they have it. And then they have the ethereal armor. That's crazy. I literally was not concerned about this, and look what they got. Oh my goodness, dude. Are you serious? That was the only possible outcome where we die there in that spot. I should have held my Lightning Helix up. Oh my gosh, that's just unlucky. That is so unlucky. I knew what they could have had, but the odds of it were so low because they would have had to have drawn into that challenger, because if they had the challenger in the hand prior, they would have absolutely played it and attacked into us, like no doubt. So they had the pump spell in hand and they drew into the challenger. Like that's just unlucky. I should have held the Lightning Helix just for that one small chance they did, but I did not. Man, I've never had an opponent get that lucky on me before. That's crazy. All right, we're gonna keep this. This looks good. We're at least going first. I need some blue though. And preferably not pain lands. Alright, that's not a pain land. That's good. It's not blue, but it's not a pain land. Demir. Isn't that funny though? Isn't that funny how that always happens? Like, look at the matchup now. We're going first. We're going first. And now it's a control type player or a more mid-range type player. Like, maybe with counter spells and things like that. If we had gone second, it would have been red, Boros, something super aggressive, you know what I mean? Whatever deals combat damage. Okay, let's just see if there's anything they have, like a Kaito here maybe flashed in. No. Silly game, man. Silly game sometimes. All right, so we've got the heroic reinforcements, which is pretty cool. I need my dragons and Narset though. Go for the throat on your own Malcolm instead of being able to replay it later seems like absolutely diabolical, but okay. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's get some damage going here. Get some bodies out there just in case we need a block down the road. Why would you waste a go for the throat on your Malcolm there? I can't fathom why that would make sense. Normally there's some underlying reasons for those types of behaviors, but I can't for the life of me think of what that would be. All right, let's see. See what happens when we attack here. Okay, takes the 2. And we'll just ill-timed explosion. I don't think we're gonna, you know what? They could flash in some flyers here, huh? That's probably what this is. I should have probably saved that, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it's another Malcolm. It's another Malcolm. Oh, throne. Okay, that does make sense now. They needed a merfolk, or a pirate, I should say. A pirate in the graveyard for the throne. Interesting. Now, the creature this creates, does it have hexproof? It does have hexproof. All right, so craft. I'm trying to think here. How do I handle this guy? Obviously, soul partition to bounce it is great, but if I bounce it, they just replay it and get it going again. I don't know. So it gave me a treasure for one of my 1/1s. Okay, got it. I think it's Narset here. Narset here, and then let's see what's in their graveyard. They've got a dinosaur and a pirate. Okay. Weird game, weird game, because I don't know what I want to do with this yet. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with the throne. There's a vampire. A good vampire, too. I'm thinking I want to soul partition the Malcolm here. Because it's going to attack, right? Yes, it does. Okay, so Malcolm attacks. We'll just use this soul partition here to reset it. Okay. All right, so we'll use the Flood Maw here to bounce you to get my Narset's abilities higher here. We need to get it to a 5 so we can cast our 4-mana spells potentially. Let's see. Let's just gain some life. I should have cast this first. I didn't think I was going to, but all right. Then we attack. Being able to steal their stuff is actually kind of crazy. I didn't even consider that as an option. Maybe soul partition again. I don't know. What's the plan here? Maybe it's this. I need to get aggressive here. I gotta get aggressive and try to close out the game. I've got another soul partition. Oh my gosh, I had lethal. I missed it. That's a big whoops. That's a big whoops. I missed lethal. Shoot. Shoot. All I had to do there was cast another spell. I would have had the prowess for it. Got in over my head on that last attack there. Next time, let's do a little math, yeah? All right, so enters target player mills 2 cards. That's fine. We mill 2 cards. That actually helps us out a lot. All right, so we definitely win the game on this turn. All I got to do really is pump these guys up to a certain level of power and toughness, and then ill-timed explosion their field and get all my attacks through. Seems pretty easy to do. I mean, Narset's so broken. Narset's got to be one of the most broken creatures. It's like a must answer. Like, if you don't answer Narset and it's been built around, it runs away with games so fast. All right, ill-time. I'm sorry, chart the course, not ill-times. Chart the course. Everything goes up in power. Discard. Probably you, because I don't need it. Let's, I guess, just win the game with this. Sure. I mean, that's not as fun, but there was definitely ways we could have also won the game with ill-timed explosion. We chart the course again. Everything goes up in power. We chart the course, or we ill-timed explosion the field. GG's. I'll take it. All right, we got the opponent going first, which means probably mono red. This hand, though, looks pretty good. We'll see what we can do. It actually is a Jace as their icon, so they completely lied to me. It is mono red. Cool. All right, you liar. You can't have a Jace with Jace sleeves and be a mono red. That's just absolutely illegal. Unbelievable, though, right? I mean, what do I say, guys? What do I say? If we're going second, it's going to be against Aggro. At least I have a Lightning Helix, though, to kick it off, and ill-timed explosion. Aggro's not exactly like the worst thing in the world. Like, we could beat aggro, no problem. We have the right cards, but it's the whole going second thing that drives me insane. Okay, it's Boros. It's not mono red, it's Boros. And we got a Scoundrel. Okay, that doesn't pump. Oh, it does pump the Heartfire Hero because they can actually get the roll token, huh? They sure can. Is that what they're doing? Okay, this opponent already going to the rope many, many times. So this is going to be a long one. I hope it goes a little bit quicker. All right, we are going to do this before the Heartfire Hero can get any bigger, obviously. And we're back to 15. Back to 14. Wicked roll token. Forgot. Okay. Ill-timed explosion is our next big play here. I'm hoping that we can draw maybe another Lightning Helix if we're super duper lucky. Opponent has a pump spell. Shocker. Oh, they go with the Sheltered by Ghosts. I mean, that's not super beneficial here. It's only going to pump it by 1. Ooh, we do get a little bit lucky here. Oh, but do we want to... Ooh, this is actually tough. Yeah, I am going to go for it. I need the life gain really, really bad. I was actually going to... I was gonna hold that and just drop a Surveil land for now and go chart the course, but I think it's better to just gain some life here. Hopefully we can get a land drop that's not tapped and we could just sweep the board. That would be extremely good here. Soul Partition. I mean, it's a good card. It's definitely a good card. I could Soul Partition the Challenger away maybe next turn. We'll see. I'm back to 17 though. 17 minus the 7 on the board. I'm actually back to 10. Come on, untapped land. That's all we're looking for here. Untapped land. Oh, you son of a gun. Okay, well, Soul Partition it is. More mana, probably no good here. I might have to work on the mana base a little bit here. I feel like the mana base has gotten me into trouble a couple of times. Any pump spells? No? All right, no protection spells it looks like, which is good. Taking some damage though to cast this is not ideal. All right, they replay it and then we sweep the board. Seems good. Seems good. I just wonder what that last card in hand is for them. I wonder. Drop you and drop you. All right, cool. We've got a lot of lands now that don't hurt us too, which is good. Just don't find something crazy here. All right, a 1/2 that says creatures you control get 1/1 till end of turn if you pump it. Okay, that's not crazy, but it is a flyer. A flyer is a problem for real. I have to get down Narset here and hopefully it survives. And let's see what happens. I can't block in the air, so go for it. Sheltered by Ghost time. Let's get it out of their hand, and then we will play the Narset. Okay, a flight draws them a card. Ethereal armor. Okay, not a Sheltered by Ghost yet. Uh-oh. Not good. Not good. All right, we're gonna have to find an answer for this flyer before we play Narset, obviously, because we can't just throw it out there and then to get hit by 4 over the top again. So I need my top deck here to be something. Ugh, that's so good because it gives me flyers, but it's not gonna work for us right now. So we're gonna attack in first. Draw a couple cards. Okay, we found something. That's good. Maybe get a lightning helix off the top. Even with this, that'd be kind of cool. Or a 2-mana spell. So we actually want like a soul partition. Let's go. Okay, chart the course. And more Narsets. That's not good. Well, that's not good. We're still on a ticking time clock here. There's the Shelter by Ghost. I knew they were hanging on to it for a while, man. I'm telling you. They've had that for a minute. It all comes down to whether or not they have another pump spell. If they have another pump spell, it's over. Okay, no pump spell. Good. It doesn't have trample either. Which means I can get a dragon maybe next turn. We'll see. If it depends. It all depends on what we top deck. It needs to be a 2-mana spell or less. Flood Maw would be really nice right about now. That works. I cannot believe it, but that actually works. We might actually still be in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay. Actually, we need that land, don't we? Because we can play Narset right now. Seems good to me, man. Seems good to me. All right, Narset's down. That should win us the game. All right, well, we've officially got dragons, and we've also got a Narset on the field for free spells. So here we go. Right of the Dragon Caller. Narset goes up in power. We're now getting free spells. We can take from the opponent if we want to, but actually what I'm gonna do here is just cast a simple lightning helix to gain a little bit of life. We're gonna get a dragon and we're gonna gain some life and make the best comeback you've ever seen in Magic history. Let's go. It's a Emberheart Challenger. So they find their haste threat here. Okay, guys, things are officially about to get absolutely insane. We got double Dragon Caller, which is going to create prowess for our other dragon and for our Narset. We're going to get free spells again off of the Narset. We could steal from the opponent here, which actually, you know what? I think I just might do that. Go ahead and give me your free Shelter by Ghost. I'm going to go ahead and take your Challenger here and gain a boatload more life. Oh, this is disgusting, man. This is so good. Oh, GG's, man. The opponent finally scoops it up after roping 90% of that game. I am frustrated as all can be, but you know what? We got the W, we ranked up, and we don't have to deal with that. Let's go. Man, Boros players, am I right? Okay, hand looks pretty good. I'm going second again, but a lot of really good 1 and 2 mana interactive pieces here, and it looks like it might be Boros again. And yet again, would you know, they're going first. That's different. I'm just gonna do this to stall out. I mean, it's not really great because they just replay it, but it's like, I'm just trying to stall out a little bit here, buy myself a bit of time. That's pretty good. Got the Ride of the Dragon Caller. Hopefully we can pop off with that, man. We'll see. All right, we need them to play more. More. That's a card, okay. What if I do this, though? What if I slow you down this way? All right, so it's not the Boros we know, which is good. I really prefer it not to be. All right, let's draw some cards, do some discarding. Another soul partition is solid here against the war leader's call tactic. There's also a 2-mana enchantment that also does a very similar thing. Let's see. Into the Flood Maw, make them recast that. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. All right. Not recasting it, huh? Afraid of a counterspell or something? That's really odd, but I appreciate it. Okay, so we've got enough mana now to do the right of the Dragon Caller. We need more spells though, so this has got to go. Man, the opponent really didn't play out that Anim again. That's really strange. That's fine. Anything that's a one little weenie creature, you can have it. I don't really care. Okay, so the Anim has 2 toughness. It'll have 3 once they play it again and attack in. So we are going to play out the Dragon Caller and we'll take it out with the Lightning Helix after that. And then we should be able to keep up. It might be a little bit of a troubling play I just made though. Playing a Dragon Caller and completely tapping out, the opponent no longer respects the counterspell, so they're absolutely going to slam the Anim. That's for sure, but it comes down to whether or not they have like another land with potentially the 2-mana enchantment. Oh. Okay. That has Ward 2, right? It does. It has Ward 2. Okay. Okay. I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea here, guys. Everything's instant speed here, so that's really nice. I'm gonna go... Okay, I'm gonna go 2 on the Soul Partition, bounce the enchantment, pay the 2 ward. Okay. And then we're gonna go a Lightning Helix on this. That gives me a dragon. Dragon blocks here. All right, so now at least at the minimum, I was gonna say at least at the minimum I have a dragon now. At least 1 dragon, if not 2, because I was about to draw some more cards, and that would have been able to block really, really well for at least a couple of turns till I set up for something else, because that trapped on the screen was definitely gonna take it again. But anyways, GG's, we got it, love it. Oh man, we're going second again with another weird hand. We do have 1, 2. If I get a red, I mean, we got to go back-to-back lands though. I don't think I can keep that one. That's better. That's a lot better. All right, glad I sent that first one away. All right, we got a Boros again. Enough with the Boros. We've seen it. We understand. I'm gonna actually keep that because if this is aggro, which most definitely is, gaining life is going to be huge. Creating a treasure token. Okay. Sacrifice an artifact or a land, draw a card. Not what we thought it was. Let's just do this. Let's just do a big no thank you on that one. Don't even know what it does, but I don't care. If it becomes a human, whenever it deals damage to a player, exile top card of your library. Okay. Sure. Sure, it's back on the field. Ill-timed explosion, which I'm gonna have to play. Am I gonna have to discard though? I don't want to. I don't really want to. You can attack me. Go ahead. Do your thing. I'd rather have cards in hand here. Got the Dragon Caller. All right, so they're gonna exile the top card of their library and they're gonna be able to cast it if they want. I have a feeling this has something to do with, what's it called? There's a 2-mana Pia. I think it's Pia's the name. It creates the Thopters. That's a problem. That's a real problem. I don't have much for Planeswalker removal. We might be cooked because of the Koth. Never mind. I was just gonna say unless we draw into a Soul Partition, and there it is. Should we wait to cast it? It's a 4 mana spell, making it a 6 mana spell. We know they don't have a land in their hand, so it actually might be worth just playing now. Because we know for a fact they don't have a land in their hand, based on the way they played it the last couple of turns. Did they find a land? They did. Okay, they did. Still can't get the Koth down yet, though. I bought myself enough time here to get down the Ride of the Dragon Caller, and then hopefully from there we should be able to deal damage to the Koth. Okay, level 1. Do they find a Planeswalker? Urza Assembles the Titans is one of the coolest cards, man. I love that card so much. So they're definitely running Chandra, like the new one, I would imagine. 3 to the top. That's a cool card. All right, dragons, here they come. Taurus, and they've got a Koth. Which one are you gonna prioritize? Oh, they get a free one though. Oh, you get to play both Planeswalkers potentially. Did they hit a land drop? I forgot about the level 2 there on the Urza Saga. So they can actually cast, or they can actually do 2 loyalty abilities per Planeswalker next turn, which is pretty absurd. Yeah, they're looking for a land here so they can get down the Koth. They didn't hit the land. We should try to do a Planeswalker deck of our own soon. I know we just did one kind of, but like, this one's kind of inspiring me, I can't lie. All right.
So long as I am by your side, you will be protected. We fight together!
Still not able to play their Koth, which is great. Okay, so then they get a treasure, and they found a land, I'm sure, at this point. Yeah, there it is. 4 mana to use. We know they don't have another 4 mana Planeswalker unless they just drew one right there. We'll see. Seize the Spoils was actually a really good card. I was almost about to put it in my last build that I made the other day, but elected not to. Okay, so let's go with this. Is this the plan? Is this the plan? Or is this plus this the plan? I feel like this has to be the move, right? We get a dragon. If there's any way for me to deal 2 damage, oh, that'd been really nice if I could. I could deal 3 here. Clean up the board and then Flood Maw. Flood Maw the Quintoris? Seems pretty good. That seems pretty good, actually. Okay, so we kill all the creatures on their side of the field. They've got a burn spell, maybe? They do. Burst lightning. Okay, fine. Fine by me. Everything goes. All right, so they're gonna have to recast the Quintoris, which means they're not gonna be able to get down the Koth as well, and they're not gonna be able to double up on both of those. Only one spell here. What's it gonna be, Quintoris or the Koth? Or the Wanderer. Okay, sure. Wanderer is gonna bounce my token. Yep, that basically kills it. And then creates a 2/2 with double strike, and then they probably put some counters on it with Elspeth. Or not.
Ready arms!
All right.
Who can win this together?
Can we draw into a spell? That's the big question here. We do get a spell. Look at that. Look at that. All right, pass the turn for now. See what the opponent wants to do with their Planeswalkers here. Oh, this is a tough game. I'm not at all set up for Planeswalker answers, so this is definitely a tough one for us. And we've drawn into a lot of lands, which hasn't helped either. Might not be able to pull this one out. All right, I like the Koth here just because of how much it cost and how much mana they had to put into that. Quintoris is actually pretty scary. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm definitely sure. Let's go ahead and get a 5/5. Let's go ahead and make this recastable again for the 4. Unfortunately, the Wanderer just pluses here. That's tough. Yeah, the Wanderer is just such a good answer for our dragons, man. It's tough.
Have a nice trip.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I really, really need right now, guys, is our 4 mana spell that gives my Narset haste. That would be incredible.
Rise like the sun.
That would be incredible. Oh my god, we got it. That's insane. That's actually insane. Oh my god. Okay, how do we want to do this? What's in the yard? What's in the yard? Oh wow. This is insane. Lightning Helix. I think that's going to be the play. So if we Lightning Helix something, let's do this, and ensure that what, Koth goes for sure? Yeah. Yes. Lightning Helix. I cannot believe that just happened. Oh, that is so clutch, dude. Oh, I didn't even need the Lightning Helix. I forgot this had prowess. It goes up to 7. We didn't even need the Lightning Helix stat. Oh, bummer, dude. I could have gotten away with something else there. Shoot, I should have went with a sweeper or something, like a ill-timed explosion. Wow, how the tables have turned on this opponent, man. Holy cow. I thought this was for sure cooked, but we're good to go, man. We know the opponent's going to sweep the board here, though, which is not great. But you know what? At least they have no more planeswalkers. That's bad, because if that finds a sweeper... Okay, no sweeper, good. I cannot believe we top decked that spell, man. The Heroic Reinforcements, absolutely insane card. And then they lightning strike it. Am I dead here? No. Nope, it's just 9. That's fine. What a card! I'll take it. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Shoot. That gives me all these things prowess. We attack you for sure, because you gotta go. The rest of you up here. And then... Oh, no. No. You did not think this through, did you? Oh, I did not think this through, guys. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh man, I screwed up. I think we'll be okay though, because we get 2 dragons, right? Shoot, I thought I could get the ill-timed explosion. I was absolutely incorrect in that way of thinking. Shoot. So the way Narset works, I actually forgot. It's not you can get a spell based on its power or lower. It's only lower. So if it's at 4 power, you can only get something that's less than 4 mana, not 4 or less. You know what I mean? And that's going to seal the deal. We actually end up losing the game here because the Quintoris deals the 2 damage. And they're actually going to blow up one of my dragons too. I mean, we put up one heck of a fight there. I thought we had it. Was there a way I could have won that game? Probably. I mean, the Lightning Helix for 1 was a big mistake, right? Didn't need to do that. And then I misinterpreted my own Narset there. So I should have probably... I don't know if I probably shouldn't have sent as many attackers as I did. That was really the main thing. GG's though, man. Good on them. They capitalized on my mistakes big time. It's always weird playing a game like that where the opponent's playing something super weird and you are too. A lot of mistakes are bound to be made. That's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's video, man. Narset is a card we haven't played in a long time. And I forgot how busted it was, man. This card has been on my list to play for a while now, and I'm glad we did because it's really sweet, but I needed more token synergies with it, right? And so when I saw the Dragon Caller, I knew we had to put the two cards together, and they worked really well together. Now, I don't know if I should be running 4 Dragon Callers in this deck. Maybe 3 will do the trick, but I wanted to make sure I drew into it and got the combos off strictly for the content purposes. So this deck definitely could use some tweaking. Heroic Reinforcements, that card is really nuts too. I really enjoyed that with the Narset, especially late in the game, the way we got to play that. It was almost clutch enough to pull it out, but not quite. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Not a lot to say other than that. I wouldn't change too much about it, but it is something that probably needs a little bit of tweaking. But yeah, that does it. And we'll be back again here tomorrow with another one. And a huge shout out and thank you as always to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on my channel. So huge shout out to the people who help support me monetarily every month. I greatly appreciate you all for that, and it means a lot to me. So thank you for that. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.